This channels management, which involves this management of the social system consisting of various channel participants, right? With the objectives of delivering these goods and services at the right time, right? At the right volume, at the right quality, at the right cost, and also at the right service to the targeted customers, right? Because we marketers believe that we have to put the interests of the targeted customers first and try all means ethically to satisfy their needs and wants so that they will be very satisfied and happy with us and also with the product that we are offering to them. So in this channels management, of course, we will try all means professionally and ethically to ensure all these flows of goods or services at the most effective and optimum cost, right? And also to ensure that all these flows will be smooth, may they be the product flow or information flow, negotiation flow, or ownership flow, right? To ensure that all these are flowing smoothly, right? And of course, through this sustainable way to reduce the unnecessary wastage and also to reduce the cost and to increase the value to the customers that we serve, right? Of course, we face a lot of challenges, including the behavioral challenges, as we have learned, because this individual participant in this quite complicated channel, it might be either a physical channel or online channel. So from time to time, things are changing. These behavioral challenges are there. So we really have to recognize the challenges and the expectations of these various individuals or organizations that we serve as the environmental changes are happening now and then. And now you can see it's getting more challenging because this this COVID-19 pandemic is present, especially in Malaysia now. Yesterday, you understood that we have about 7,000 new cases, right? Why all this thing happens? Because of various reasons. And then attitudinal factor is one of them, right? So you as a channel manager, you always have to recognize all these changes and bearing in mind that all things have to be performed at a very low cost. And if not, everybody has to pay the price. And you can see that the word price is not necessarily must be monetary cost that everyone is bearing. You can feel it now. It is not only the monetary cost. So when we talk about this pricing issue in channels management, we need to be more holistic and have this critical thinking in our head and also in our heart, right? That it is not only the monetary price that is considered as the cost of the producer, of the participants, of our customers, right? Because to the customer, cost means different thing, right? The customers, we have to pay the cost, have to pay the price. So if that is the price that you are charging, that is the cost that the customers have to bear, have to pay, right? And not realizing it, it is not only the monetary cost, it can be the non-monetary cost. Later on, we talk about it. And of course, the price that you are charging, for example, the tag price on that particular product or that particular goods or service, the tag price and the price that you put on that particular product physically or listed down in that particular, let's say, a service price list, right, or that package. So this price is, of course, your revenue as a producer or manufacturer or service provider. If you charge that price, right, that is a revenue that you can get. Of course, the financial revenue, right? But that is directly, of course, review to the customer that, hey, this is the price that I have to pay. This is the cost that I have to bear. Let's say the car, the price, the tag price of the car, right, is let's say 78,000, right? So there is a revenue to you, let's say generally in gross, but in gross, that is the price, the cost that the customer has to bear. 78,000 is the cost that you have to bear, right? Let's say that is the price on the road and including everything. And of course, to the channel participants like the wholesaler, the retailers, the agent, the authorized dealer, the franchisee, or other participants like legal firm, the transportation agent, the advertising agent, the let's say could be, let's say, the third party logistic players and so on, right? Or even the trainers and other participants in this social system, right? This particular figure may have other implications, and of course, piece and parcels of all these different costs will come in, and it can be cost to them, it can be revenues to a certain party as well. So you can see when we talk about this price, many things can come to our head, and we have to be comprehensive in our thinking, so that later on when we come to managing this price, we will be more understanding, we will be more considerate, and we will know all these have different implications to different parties in the entire social system, which is the marketing channel. And of course, this price comes in different forms and with different names, right? For instance, it is the tag price, like I say, is the price that listed or shown on that particular product, right? Or sometimes it can be charges, due to various reasons, or different names are given to that particular price that an individual or an organization has to bear or has to pay. It's the charges. For instance, it can be the even the late charges, So that is the price that you have to pay. So all in all, adding up all these different kinds of tag price or charges, or even sometimes it is called interest rate or rate or commission or fees, right? Or even penalty, right? Or rental and so on and so forth, you name it. Different types of products or different types of services, or under different circumstances, positively or negatively, you can see that these are the prices that you have to pay for whatever reason, for having that particular product, for having that particular extra treatment or services, or extra, let's say, care, or whatever benefits that you are enjoying, or whatever punishments that you are suffering. There are prices that you have to pay. So it is not as simple as we normally have known or thought, that it is just the price listed there shown on that particular product, that is the price. So to us, at least after today, we have to really always be reminded that this price is consisting of various facets or versions of these prices that we have to pay. That's why we heard of the word, the price that you have to pay, right? So it is not only the tag price. So we really have to be reminded that this price can be monetary and also non-monetary. Of course, we understand that all this monetary price listed there, that is the price that, of course, we have to pay. But how about the psychological price, right? Getting that particular car, getting that particular handphone, or that particular device or services, right? We have to bear the psychological cost, the anxiety, the worry, right? For instance, you are trying to get this new handphone. So the handphone, the tag price is, let's say, 1,300 ringgits. So that is the monetary price. But before you get the price, you have to go through all those hassle of checking for the price, whether that is the best price, and you have to undergo various how to say activities and communication processes to know, to negotiate, to ask, to compare, right? And also to worry whether you will get the best price or not. And some of you have even have to go online and fight and bid for that particular price without sleepless night, and with all those kind of hassles that you have to go through, and worries and anxiety, and even sometimes you have to sacrifice for other things, right? So that's why in economics we call it the opportunity cost. You have to even sacrifice the next best alternative in order to get that particular thing at that particular cost. So you can see the things that you sacrifice is not only money, it can be non-monetary. So all these are what we call the opportunity cost, right? The next best alternative. If you don't buy this money, at least a particular handphone at that particular cost, you could have used the money for some other things, right? But because you buy this particular handphone at that particular price, you have to sacrifice the next best thing. For example, let's say a few books which you could have bought, right? So you have to pay the price. There is a price that you have to pay. Sometimes it is can be the health aspect, the feelings, and other sacrifices. For example, now in order to get that particular thing, it's not only the monetary price, right? You may take the risk of going to that particular place physically, you see, to get that particular product. And because of this face-to-face and physical presence, you actually might have to pay the price of contracting this deadly disease of COVID-19, right? So you can see that there are prices, there are sacrifices that you have to pay in order to get that particular product of value, right? So putting into this context of channels management in this particular social system involving so many participants, now you can comprehend there are many opportunity costs involved, many costs involved, many these non-monetary costs involved from one level to the other level of this